we've already done some basic hyperlinks. So on the right-hand side, you can see text as a hyperlink, and then we learned that we could take an image and turn it into a hyperlink. So there are a couple other hyperlinks that we can do. So we're going to create an email link, a link to another web page in the same folder, and a link to a certain part of the same page, which is called an anchor link. All hyperlinks have the basic same beginning code. So let's go through email link first. So I'm going to save myself some time. I'm going to copy and paste. So I'm nesting the hyperlink inside of the paragraph tag. I'm going to actually move it down so you can kind of see here what it's going to look like. So I'm going to need a /A, and the /A is going to go after the text that's going to serve as my hyperlink. All right, so the ahref, I'm going to take all of this stuff out, and I'm going to do the email hyperlink, which is in a pair of quotes, MAILTO : no space, and then you put the person's email address. I'll just put timtebow@gmail.com. And what that will do is it will turn this text into an automatic hyperlink that will launch your default email software on your computer. If you don't have it, don't worry about it, like a default email. So if I don't want to say email link and I want to say email Tim, I'm going to save my work. I'm going to go back to my browser, refresh, and that's what I see. And when I click on it, it's going to launch my Outlook program and email Tim Tebow. So obviously, if you don't have the email set up on your computer as a default, it might not open, but that's the proper way to do it. All right. So the next one we're going to go over here is how to link to another page, but specifically we're talking about a web page in the same folder. So let's look at our folder. So I'm working on a file called sample, and I want to hyperlink to this file. I'm going to cheat here. I'm going to click on the file. I'm not going to open it. I'm just going to F2 so I can get the file name. And I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to set up my hyperlink, ahref equals, pair of quotes, finish the brackets, and then I'm going to put the name of the web page, but I have to include the .htm. Notice it's not a .com. This is the text that's going to be clickable, so I wrap it in its own container of an A tag like this. And again, it doesn't matter if all of these things are on separate lines in Notepad. You just got to make sure everything is closed. So sometimes just to kind of isolate things that let you see, just move them down. So I've got a paragraph, I've got a paragraph that says link to another page in the same folder. This is the text. Oh, I'm sorry, here's the hyperlink. Here's the text that's clickable. Here's the tag turning off the hyperlink. Here's the link, the tag ending the paragraph. Let's take a look here. Control S. I'm going to go back to my browser. I'm going to refresh, and now I'm going to click this hyperlink, link to another web page within the same folder. I'm going to hyperlink to a page called New Page. And when I click it, it went to that page. So if I look at my address bar, you can see where it went to newpage.htm. Now I can hit the back button and go back to my original. All right, one more. So right now, we have a lot of stuff going on. Let's say that down here at the bottom, I want to be able to click this and return to the top of my page. So that's a link to a certain part of the same page. So let's steal this. I'm going to put that hyperlink right here, and I'm going to borrow this. A hyperlink to what's called an anchor takes two parts. This one is kind of an interesting one. So we want it to go to the top of the page. You can name the top of the page whatever you want. I'm just going to name this, I'm going to put a code in here. It's hashtag top. Now, most people think, oh, I'm done. Okay, so this is going to return to the top of the page. Let's take a look and see if it works. Control S, go back over here, F5, and I'm trying to return to the top. Now, it did go to the top. If I want to go to another location, so this is sort of a reserved term, but let's say I want it to go and automatically scroll to the word goodbye. So I'm just going to name this, just so it doesn't confuse you. I'm going to name this, I'm going to create a hyperlink that says, take me to hashtag ABC. ABC doesn't exist. Okay, so I'm going to refresh my browser after I save my changes. I'm going to click on this link, and it doesn't do anything. The reason why is because ABC does not exist. But I can label any portion of my web page ABC, and it will automatically scroll to that area. So I'm going to go find the word goodbye somewhere in here. There it is. And I'm going to create what's called a name. A name equals quotation marks, bracket. And I don't put the hashtag here. Okay, this one is just going to match whatever I named it. A name equals ABC. This is kind of a strange tag because you turn it off, but you really don't even need to have anything inside this container. So this is what I've added. Let's see what happens now. I'm going to Control S my notepad, go to my browser, I'm going to F5 refresh, scroll down to my hyperlink, and you can see it auto scrolled to that location because of the labeling here. So there's two parts to an anchor link. You have to name the location, and then you have to hyperlink to the location, and the hyperlink is the ahref, and it includes the hashtag. And again, I can name this whatever I want as long as it matches. So if I name this ABC123, this hyperlink will not work anymore because it doesn't match the location up here, which is ABC. So if I want it to match, whoops, it was only 123. All right, save, and again, save your notepad, refresh your browser, and now it will take you to that location. So that's how you do some additional types of hyperlinks. So we did email hyperlink way down here at the bottom. So all hyperlinks begin with ahref. It's just what you put in the quotation marks. So an email hyperlink is a mail to with a colon in the person's email address. Hyperlinking to another page in the same folder, you just put the name of the file, .htm. And then we have the anchor link, which is got two parts to it. We have to create the location, which is the A name, but the hyperlink, the part that's clickable, always starts with the ahref.